Hello. I'm here. Okay, I'm gonna call him. It's good. Hopefully.
Hello, grumpy child. How are you doing?
I am okay. How are you?
I'm a little tired, but I'm good.
It's nice.
What's new in your life? You only half-striped today.
Yeah. Nothing much. Same old stuff.
You still riding your pony?
We're planning to sometime.
Oh,
Since she has her baby, it's kind of hard to figure out how to do it.
Okay. But you know how to ride the horse?
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, well, when you will start sick, I keep forgetting to ask, which town in Texas are you in?
Which what?
Which town in Texas are you? If I were to go crazy and come and visit you, I need to know where to fly.
You've asked me a couple times, but we live in Wildorado, and the closest place you could get that has an airport is Amarillo.
Amarillo. Amarillo. How far from Amarillo are you?
35 minutes.
Like 35-minute drive.
Cool. Okay, Amarillo it is. Are there really many Amarillos there?
Yes.
Hi, Bella. How are you?
They're funny-looking creatures. Okay, don't do this with the bow, child. You will drop it.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, no, don't be sorry. Just don't do this, or you will be sorry because it will break.
I'll never be sorry about it because I will never do it again.
Right. Let's tune.
Okay.
If someone wants to come collect her, she can go, but I'm kind of stuck
Okay, so let's do a little scale and kreuzer, and then I need to go with you over that new piece.
Oh, right.
I need to explain to you everything about every note. Well, we probably will not have time about every note, but at least about some notes, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Not bad. I'm getting impressed by your scales lately, though. Pick another string and do the same things, please.
Okay.
very, very, very impressive, fella. You're doing great. It is very uneasy to play that high, and you played every note in tune, and I love it. You know what? Skip the rest of the scale. Next time you do the other scale. The next scale would be which one? Don't look at the music.
The next scale, like the next key.
Yeah.
The next key.
It would be a relative minor to the F major. Which one would that be?
I saw two of her blue buses.
C major. No, we already did C major.
But we're talking about the minor. Remember how to find the relative key to the major?
Yeah.
You count 3 down.
G.
Can you count 3 down from
It'd be
F?
D minor.
D minor it is. It will be the same key signature, but it will be a harder scale. Although you did A minor pretty well, so you're already familiar with minor scales, I don't expect any complications, at least not major ones. Okay?
Okay.
All right, good. Show me your kreuzers and then we will switch and work on Kreisler.
Okay.
in tune. Be careful.
Yeah.
Good, and I love the last note with vibrato and beautiful sound. It's much better. That da-di-da-di-da-da-da, obviously much improved, but obviously still needs some work because it's weaker than the rest. Okay?
Right.
Have you been practicing it with a metronome?
Somewhat, but I've been practicing that a little slower than the rest of the piece because it's not really yet ready yet to be the same.
Well, remember I asked you to practice it so you can play it in the same tempo, right?
Yeah.
That is what's important. So I can see that you can play the piece through without dying, and that's a very good sign, but you need to play it in the same speed through, meaning incorrect timing and at the same tempo. And also try to push the tempo a little bit every day. We will move on to other etudes soon, but you will keep this one for a while, just basically trying to improve the speed of the velocity of your fingers. And when you think that you can't, then you need to get back to your, to all of this stuff, right? Because only the best of my students can or could beat me in speed, and I think that you are one of my absolutely best students, so you need to try to get to that speed. That would be much faster than what you do now, and it's important to be able to play it in a comfortable tempo and maybe more than once. If I were to say, when I was young, I played 6 times on a row as an exercise. Now I'm old and tired and don't get enough sleep, but I still think that I could do a few times in that kind of speed, right? Including all of that stuff, right? So you need to get to a reasonable speed and see the distance. Run for a long time without dying. Remember, if you get tired, or God forbid, if you feel like your hand gets tight or hurt, you have to immediately stop. Don't force yourself. But at least until the first long note, say the half of the page, you really need to get yourself somewhere there, okay? We hardly ever play super fast for a very, very long time, but we should be able to, okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, can you give me your A so we don't have to change both instruments? Did you look at the music that I sent you?
Yes.
Then play for me a little bit.
A little bit. Sorry, no music.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's pretty good. Is that started?
Just
Wait, do you
play
want me to
what
do
you
the
could,
top?
and then I will tell you what to mark, okay?
Do you, okay.
That's all? Did you look at the fast part? Show me.
Sorry.
Okay, good. Good. Very impressive reading indeed. Now let's fix things. Do you have writing device?
I do have a writing device.
Right. Okay.
I have a writing device.
Okay, good. Now, the first one, I would want you to exercise different speed of the bow, different speed of the vibrata, and you need to know where you go. First, we will need to mark the bowing, so you will So, first phrase, just use the top fingering, scratch out the bottom. So, actually, no, stop. You play this in the first position, then shift for the second finger to the third. Understood?
Wait, so it's wait.
2, 1, 2, 3, then 2, 3, 1.
Oh.
And after that, you need to listen very carefully.
I'm not ready. I wrote tons of other stuff in here and it's mixing me up.
Okay.
Sorry. So that's 2, 3, 1. Wait, would that be it?
This is it will be first position, third position. Did you write that down?
Yes.
Huh?
Okay, so then.
Well, I was hoping to talk to both of you because Anthony wanted to come too. Can you come back after me? Because I'm not sure. So bring him as well. Okay, so. And see, I'm playing with a wide vibrato, mid-speed, and I constantly change the speed of the bow. I play expressive and I play a little grumpy, just perfect for you. Right? So see, that's how I do not go. I hear that unfortunately very often. That one word, and then understood?
Yeah.
That's kind of jumping forward. The next part of it is going to be the slide into the harmonic. You learned that a year ago or so when you were learning that Russian Baklanova piece.
Oh yeah,
remember?
the thing where you can lift your finger and it's so fun.
Exactly. So you go and then fall on the same bow. So these three notes are down bow. Draw the slur over this first three notes. Dash stays, first slur stays, but I need you to go and come down on that A. Make a little pause in between and start again. Right?
Do I shift a second on the da 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 da?
Hold on, we're not done yet. You're going to, then you go 2 on the E as before, and I want you to get the direction as if you are going to go up and high and strong and crescendo, but suddenly you hesitate. Suddenly you are not sure. So this is what you're gonna do. So you're gonna take a little breath after that. You crescendo all the way in there. Take a tiny little breath and then lift like a very gentle shafted there on the G. And that C sharp on the bar 4, you could do either with 1 or 2. I prefer 1. So you play 1 here. Now look carefully what you're going to do is this.
So it's
bending time a little bit, you go. You're going to go strong into that G and you're going to shift up as it says in the music. With the fourth finger, you're going to vibrate that fourth finger and then slightly, reluctantly rush a little bit. Sing. Do you hear the timing?
yeah, but
The timing is up to you. You are the creator, you are a musician. I'm just giving you an example. See? And that's next bar. You're going to play entire bar in the third position. So get rid of the 0, put 2 in there. And this is all in the third position. In the first bar, which is bar 5, that brush staccato passage, you're going to stay in the third position, so get rid of 2 and put 4 there. Then the next bar, get rid of 0 and put 2. And get rid of the final 2 and put 4.
yeah, I did that, yeah.
Right, so you will go. Don't make them the same. You have to make them, first of all, first one is louder than the second one because the sequence goes down, so does the emotion, and you will change the timing a little bit. Now to recap a little bit from the beginning. Listen, you go. Make a crescendo on that C sharp. Got that?
Yes.
The first note of the second line, make a crescendo sostenuta. It is very hard, but I trained you well. You should be able to do that. So we go. And you start softly at the foot. Make the second one lovey-dovey, you know? Slightly different.
So it'll be like.
Now look very carefully what I'm going to do. You go 3, 4, 0, and then 2, 3, 4. So you play this harmonic on the D, and then shift down to the second finger on F sharp. Okay? And after that, you're going to completely change the expression, the bowing, the power, speed, pressure, width, and intensity of vibrato, and you're going to play out, but you're still going to play beautiful and elegant, you know? Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So it's 1, 2, and then 2 on F sharp, and then 3 over the second finger, and 2 on E, and then you see the shift down to the first position. That's for babies. Kill it.
Okay.
You're going to take the D with the harmonic on the D string, and the rest of that you're going to stay in the fourth position. So you're going to play 4, and then 2, and then 3 on the G string F sharp. And I want you to once again change color completely. And I want you not to over vibrate it, but to sound like a flute. See that sound? Hear that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, now to recap. You start pretty strong, but a little bit grouchy and sassy. So, that's your first phrase. It's perfect for you. Just be yourself. The next phrase is more determined. Hesitate. Crescendo. Give me love on that G. Less. And then you go 3, 2, 4, 2. Come down and then strike it. Diminuent and then 4 finger. Do you understand?
Yes.
It's not going to change tempo very much, but you're going to bend the phrase in expressive way, so the people would not be able to just sit comfortably. They're going to wonder, what is that striped kid going to do next? You are going to make them wonder. You're going to make them feel curious and intrigued.
Mm-hmm.
Understand?
Yeah.
So, the next class I will give you the stuff for the rest of the first movement. Meanwhile, this is your homework, and that's a homework for an adult, not for the kid. But you're a special kid, so hopefully you will do it. Now, turn it to the fast movement. And this one we will practice right now. So first thing, see that separate E dot?
Yeah. Do you want me to do
So,
that?
right? First of all, do you hear that?
Yeah.
No, I don't want you to make terrible noise, but the finger's supposed to be really light and really strong. You you have to play strong and clean and crisp and not push with the thumb. So do you understand? Now, Mark, get rid of the lower slurs. The upper bowing is correct, and put the open string over E. But make sure you don't jerk it very, very heavy, because it will shout by itself. A little shout is appropriate. That comes with this music. But I do not want to hear. Understand? Just simply nice and elegant going to the open string will give you a little emphasis on that note. Now tell me, what stroke am I playing?
Spiccato.
Yeah.
Kind of more of the saltier.
Nah, something in between. See, this is... No. Oh. Saltier is this. It's much grittier. It's on the string. Spiccato would be like this, too bouncy, too crisp. This one is saltando. It's basically sautiller, you're right, only in sautiller you lock your fingers, and here you flick your fingers. So the bow is allowed to bounce, but you flick the bow off the string rather than bounce. See there? Close. See there? Where's my camera? Oh, there it is.
Hello.
See that would be spiccato. That would be the sautiller. That one is like light, soft, and flicky sautiller. It's a brushy spiccato. It's supposed to be crisp, it's supposed to be flying, but it's supposed to be so elegant and expressive. And for the spiccato, this tempo will be too fast. Obviously now, you're just a little kid and you will... That's what I often hear. But when eventually, in a week or two, you will get a... You will not be able to play real spiccato that fast. It just simply doesn't work. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try a little bit. For now, you can play spiccato, but play it brushy, not too bouncy, and stay around balance point all the time. If you left it for whatever reason, come back right away as soon as possible. Go.
Oh.
Open. Stop. Stop. Why did I stop you, child? Why did I stop you, you hooligan?
I did the wrong bowing.
No, you didn't.
Oh.
The first note is an 8th note. The rest of them are all 16ths, so your first note's supposed to be longer. Yes, it's all on one bow. And also vibrate the pickup note. I don't want it to be nasty. No, one slower. No, one slower. Okay, look, stop. Until you are very, very comfortable with your left hand, stay on the string. So just go. Look at my fingers. Look at my fingers. Fingers have to be active, but not too much movement, because those fingers will have to help the bow. No. Okay, good. Good. Stop. Now, this is a perfect détaché. You have to position your elbow between the strings and don't play yet, use the elbow, wrist, and fingers to maneuver the barilage. There is a secret. Look. See this second finger? Don't put it on one string. Put it on both. Otherwise, you will struggle forever. Write it in the music, yeah. See, when you and next note, 2 strings. Just keep putting that second finger on 2 strings. Try slowly. This is hard. Good. Did you write it down in the music so you don't forget? If you are going to move the finger between the strings, it will take you hours and hours and hours of unnecessary wasted time that you could spend with your pony. Or chase armadillos around. Are there armadillos around your house?
Are there any what?
Do you have armadillos around your house?
We have a new animal. We're calling him Crowden.
Crabby?
Crowden.
Oh, Crowden. Well, it's pretty close to Crabby at this point. But what animal do you have?
We have 22 pets.
22?
Right.
Oh my goodness gracious.
We
So,
have
who is Crowden?
That was a joke, Eugene.
We have 5 cattle, 3 horses, 9 cats.
9 cats?
3 dogs.
Oh my God.
And 2 bunnies.
Okay. All right. So these 2 bars are very difficult. You need to practice them. See my hand? Everything works. Everything. Fingers, wrist, elbow, shoulder, everything works. Try right now, and you are playing in between balance point and the middle. Do not go too high in the bow. Stay in the middle. Do it. The wrong notes. Be careful to remember to put the second finger on 2 strings or you will fail. Good. In the second bar, the 4th note, which is C, is very confusing because it's very unexpected. You've never played any pieces or any etudes that would take you to that pattern. You may want to write a very large number 2 over that C. Like right here, right there. Then when it repeats, it's already familiar. But when you that's where most of the kids crush. Okay? So putting finger on 2 strings will definitely help, but you also need to mentally think fast and prepare yourself for that. Okay. Next part. Please look at the bar 43. 3rd beat, 3rd note. What can you tell me about that note?
It's on the E string and it's in 1st position and it's an F
Exactly.
sharp.
So please do not play it for me on the A string. Because when you played for me for the first time, I died laughing here because you were climbing like a little crab on the rock all the way to your nostrils, trying to scratch your face with your shifts. So, and this is a grand détaché, yet another stroke. You just open big and you play. And do you remember this? Remember?
Yes.
Right? Remember you learned the new technique on that piece when you when you have to have a turn with fingers before the note, stealing the time from the previous note, and do it at lightning fast. Remember? Same thing here, only harder. I will do it slowly for you. And yes, I cheat a little bit. I wonder if you would notice. Watch my bow. Tell me, what am I doing to help myself? Oh, sorry.
You stop it.
You what?
You kind of stop it for a millisecond.
Look again. I don't just stop. I do something else.
I didn't see it that time, but I don't know.
Okay. So grumpy. I will do it very slowly. Look. What do I do?
You lifted your bow.
Yes. Right before that turn, right before, I lift my bow ever slightly from the string to create an extra energy for the turn. It makes the turn sparkle a little more. See, I do this. But don't overdo it, or you will lose the drive. I would rather you don't do anything, just play the stupid turn. But if you're strong enough, then just see, that will make it so cool. Now, I'm going to make your life impossible. Draw the dots over the piano part. See that you're going to play that stuff all saltando. You poor little child, you're going to struggle and suffer. You're not going to just simply change the dynamic, because that will be boring and stupid, but you're going to play off the string or brushing. So first do you understand?
Yes.
Try to do it these 2 bars slowly. Play it very, very big. Please do not repeat my mistakes. I can't help it. I want to sound good, so I vibrate it, but I shouldn't. Do not vibrate 16 notes. Do not vibrate 16 notes.
Okay.
Because they will be fast, and you will not be able to vibrate them anymore.
And if I do it while it's really fast, it will be.
Go. No, only one turn. Ta-da-da. Off the string now. Oh no, second part of the string where the piano is. No. First position.
Do I cross out that 3?
You use the same exactly fingering as for the first part. No, okay, stop. I want you to play, don't go to the third bar, just play for me 43 and 44. But I want you to play first bar, grand détaché, and the second bar, which is exactly the same notes, same fingering, but it's piano, and I want you to play slow spiccato. Yes. No, wrong fingering. No. Yes. And don't forget the turn. Do not shift down until you're done with the A string. Once you switch to the E string, you don't come back to the A string. That's the whole idea. Where is my turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, land the bow, land the bow. Land it. Yes. Stop. Stop. Good. That is very good. Now, the next part is very, very, very hard. So be very cautious about it. It starts the same, but then it changes. So you go. And from that moment, you play everything in the first position. Do you understand? So, make sure that when you go, do you see the F sharp in the third beat, the last note of the third beat?
Yes.
Draw a number 1 there, please. And the next note obviously is number 2. And draw the lines onto the end of the bar. I want you not to lift that fingers. Look at my hand very carefully. Look at my hand.
Wait! I need to draw the line.
Hurry up.
I did it.
Look, see? From here, you don't move the second finger, first finger. From here, you do not move second. Do you understand? I still keep both of the fingers. And then you move to the second position at bar 46, just as it says.
Okay.
So you go. Get rid of 3 and 2 under this bar. This is option for weak people. You're a strong person, so you play the above fingering. So to repeat from 43, you go grand détaché, which is heavy, on a string, and big bow. Then you will go saltando, but for now, light spiccata with a little brush is acceptable. The next one is détaché. So, hold on to this finger's shape. I was very impressed with your reading of the bar 46 because this is really, really, really hard intonation-wise, and you actually played the right notes. Can you do for me bar 46 right now, please? Good. Now, the following part is very important to play the big rate change of dynamic, and I do this in the second position here, and if you really want to, you can slide down to the C on the second finger, which is a bottom fingering, and you can even use open strings anywhere you wish in the forte. Most of the teachers think that the fingering is supposed to be absolutely identical because the brain of the child gets confused. Guess what? I don't think so. You can change the fingering for forte versus piano if it suits your artistic idea better. Generally, when I play forte, I prefer to play more open strings, and when I play piano, I prefer to close them with the 4 fingers. So what I suggest, you start here in the second position, using open strings, stay, and using open strings. And then for the pianissimo, you go back to the second position, and I stay in the second position. I don't shift down to the first. Then I go open D, and I use 4. So less shouting. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Now try to play for me that part by yourself. You don't have to play fast. Go. Stop. Ella, you are strong enough to play original bowing even in a slower tempo. Yeah, definitely. Hold on. Definitely on the way up, I would prefer that you use open strings. Don't shy away from the open strings, especially in the forte. Fourth fingers are good, but you will have plenty of exercise for the fourth finger in the different etudes and pieces. This is a very famous and beautiful piece of music. Do the fingering that feels good for your heart. Don't just do anything by default. Do you understand?
Yes.
Or have a logical explanation to it. Let me repeat quickly. I start in the second position because it's good there and because I'm already there, so I go... sorry. I'm on the second finger, half a step, slide down. It's very easy. So I do it, and it sounds good and strong and loud, and I continue in the first position, and I stay with open. Those A's and D's are coming on a strong beat in forte. I see absolutely no reason to close them with the fourth finger. They will just mark the strong beat. But then I go to the pianissimo. And I go back to the second position and I stay there. See? Then of course I shift down to the D. I use A on the way up. And then I use fourth fingers on the way down. So I stay softer instead. Understand?
Oh, because sometimes when you're quiet, open strings kind of make the loud noise.
Yes, it makes the little shouting bite. But then after that, you're going to go... And yes, in bar 53, give me just 2 minutes, okay? I will come out. So when you go... That's one on the top, that's what stays, okay? And then you go... And the next part is spiccato. And then after that, you go... Stay in the second position, then even less. Like an echo. And then you go... Separate that C sharp, and then watch carefully. Look at me. Do you see what I'm doing? I lift harmonic out of that A. It's very, very hard, but it's so cool and cute. See? And then 2 szewczyk. So, understand? It's up bow. Got it?
When you get it faster, it's gonna be more.
Yeah, it will be fast and it will be hard, but you're strong and you will learn.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I have to go. I have a bunch of kids waiting for me. I'm at San Domenico. I love you very much. And I will see if I can go to Armadillo. Mwah.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, love.
Oh, bye. I redid my hair. It looks weird. Anyways, hope you have a nice day, and yeah.